Welcome to Kenshi, the long-awaited sequel to 2009's Need for Speed Shift. Kenshi is a game all about surviving in a post-apocalyptic open-world sandbox, where you can go anywhere and do anything. Before you begin, you have to choose one of 13 different starting points, all of which spawn you into the world in vastly different scenarios. For example, you could be a trader and start out with some cash, or as a cannibal hunter and go hunt some cannibals. Each scenario will start you with different quantities of money and items and will drastically affect your standing with different factions in the game. I chose to be a wanderer, and so I began the game with a few basic items, along with some cats, the currency used in the world of Kenshi, not actual cats. To begin, you have to choose your race. There are 4 races in the game, each with their own sub-races, those being hives, humans, shag, and skeletons. Don't let the names mislead you though. These are not fun, lovable, bony friends, but are instead harsh, metal automaton husks. Once you've chosen your race, you're made to endure one of the most insane character creators you will ever see. After your abomination is finished, it's time to load into the game. The first few hours of Kenshi involved a lot of confusion and trial and error as I tried to figure out where to go and what to do. However, it's here where Kenshi's real draw hit me. Being a brainwashed Zoomer gamer, I expected some kind of quest marker or intro to help direct me on how to play the game. I soon realised I wasn't limited by any cutscenes or barriers, and that I could do whatever I want.
I can do whatever the fuck I want!
But first, I had to get food. To achieve this, I did what anyone would do, and mined and sold copper for the next free, real-life hours. Fortunately, Kenshi has a fast-forward option.
Fast as fuck, boy!
However, that did nothing to help stop the bandits in the area from repeatedly beating me up and taking my food. Something you'll learn quite quickly in Kenshi is how brutal the open world can be, especially if you're as weak as Paceboy is. That being said, you can train your body in order to more effectively deal with foes. All of your stats start on 1, but leveling them can improve your chances of surviving the harsh desert wasteland. Strength can be leveled by filling your backpack with heavy objects and walking around, or by carrying someone else. Essentially, the more weight you have on you, the faster you'll train. Combat can be leveled by using your weapon of choice on a training enemy, or by introducing yourself to the locals.
Get that motherfucker!
I'm joking! Stop! Stop!
Athleticism, fuck that's a tough word to say, can be leveled by running around long distance with a low weight inventory. Generally the same rule applies to everything in Kenshi. If you want to level something and get good at it, you have to do it, and lots. After I had accumulated enough cats by replacing the shopkeeper's entire inventory with copper, and had leveled Paceboy's supple body into that of a Greek god, I bought some and decided to go explore the world. While I was in the starting city, I heard Molly. Molly quickly became important. I learned very early on into my playthrough just how weak Paceboy is due to his disgusting lanky hiver body. With another character in my group, it meant that I was a lot less vulnerable to being bullied by bandits. I also added a few chums to my group, those being Kleenex, another lanky little hiver who was promptly enslaved. This fella now lives in a camp all the way over here, on the other side of the map, and seeing as saving him would mean crossing the entire map just to rescue a low-level character, I currently have no plans to break him out, but you never know. Also in my group are Vieta Congo, the farmer of the group who's also enslaved, Chimp, the 4-foot-tall goblin who's bizarrely good with polearms. Last but not least, we have Hobbs, one of the game's rare NPC characters with a preset backstory. Hobbs joined our group under the promise that we'd help him defeat some nonsense legendary creature he's after. I have no clue what he's talking about, and we'll probably never find out. I decided I'd made enough money and had enough gear and supplies in order to go and explore the map with my group. It was at this point, about 70 hours into my save, I decided I want to play the game hardcore style. From this point on, I decided I would have no more reloads, which meant no going back. If a character dies, they die. What could go wrong?
Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh shit!